Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off this video by giving all honors, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Kodash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahushai, the name of the Messiah, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Double honors to my teachers, the elders, apostles, and bishop of GMS, Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Salutation to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, pushing for the word, whether people hear or forbear, and are trying to the best of their abilities to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to show their faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Alright? So I want to go into a quick little lesson, a little breakdown of Galatians 1. And we'll go from there through the Spirit. Alright? So it says here in Galatians 1 and 1, and it reads, Paul, an apostle, not of men, neither by man, but by HaMashayach, and the Most High, the Father of whom he raised from the dead. Alright? So like it says, man, you can't go to a Christian cemetery, a cemetery school, to learn this thing, man. You can't pay for this, man. It says freely it was given unto you, freely give. Right? You got some people that think now they went to a cemetery school, now they know the scriptures back and forth. They have the answer. They went to a man to understand they went to a man to break down the scriptures. And now they come out, they were taught lies, and they come out teaching more lies, and they think that they know the truth. No, man. The truth comes not from man, but by the Most High. Right? I got a quick precept to back that up. Bear with me, Israel. It says here in 1 Corinthians 14 and 36, what? Came the word of the Most High out from you, or came it unto you only? That's just to say that the Lord gave his word unto us, man. We didn't go and find it and randomly now we woke up one day and now we know all the truth, man. Nah, man. The Lord sent his spirit upon men to teach him properly, man. You're not gonna know this truth unless unless the Spirit is dealing with you, right? As I'll read that Galatians 1 and 1 again. Paul, an apostle, not of men, neither by men, but by Yahweh HaMashayach and the Most High, the Father whom raised him from the dead. Alright? It reads here, Galatians 1 and 11, but I certify you, brethren, that the gospel which was preached of me is not after men. For I neither received it of men, neither was I taught it, but by the revelation of Yahweh HaMashayach. Because you have to think about it. Paul was I think he was a Pharisee or a Sadducee. He was up in that level of one of those two. It was either a high level Sadducee or a high level Pharisee, right? And then he went out persecuting the church and the believers of Yahweh because he thought that it was the wrong way, because he was all about the law. You see, he was all about the law and keeping the commandments, the commandment of men. That's what he was about before. But once Yahweh presented himself, that's when he understood that he was going the wrong way. And that's why by the revelation of Yahweh HaMashayach, he understood the path, the proper way to salvation. Right? You see? It tells us, got a quick little precept, bear with me, I have to find it. John 6 and 65, and it reads, and he said, I'll start at John 6 and 63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profited nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So through the doctrine, through these words, through the proper understanding, you'll be able to attain life. See, quicken, meaning making alive. You see, it's the words that bring us back to life. It's HaMashayach that brings us back to life. But then it says here, but there are some of you that believe not. For HaMashayach knew from the beginning who they were that believed not, and who should betray him. Okay, and he said, therefore I say unto you, that no man can come unto me except it were given unto him of my Father. It was given unto him of my Father. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai is the one that giveth faith. Okay, not of our own, lest any man should boast. You know, there's no boasting in this, man. The Lord resisted the proud. You know, when you come out of those theological cemeteries, you come out proud, thinking that you have the answers. You know, to the point where you got people calling you father. It tells you, let no man call no other man father, for you have a Father that is in heaven. You know, you come out of those theological school thinking you have the truth, man, but you're bugged out, and you've been groomed. You paid to become a professional killer, man, a professional hitman. You know, you paid for understanding that will lead on to death, or basically, you know. And then after that, once you graduate from your theological cemetery, you go out to preach forth the lies. You see? So it tells here in First Galatians 1:16, to reveal his son in me, that I might be Salakia. Verse 15, but when it pleased the Most High, who separated me from my mother's womb and called me by his grace, to reveal his son in me, that I might preach him among the heathens, immediately I confer not with flesh and blood. Okay, but that's just to say that again, it's the Lord that gives us this understanding and wisdom. Okay, we do not become teachers of the scriptures because we paid, because we went to school for it. No, man, the Lord has chosen us. It says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you out of the world. The Lord called us out of the madness that we were doing. Because when we were living as Gentiles in Babylon the Great, we all had our plans. We all had a vision of a future. But the Lord said, no, hold up. I have a plan for you. You're going to do my will. You're going to do my work. Okay? I chose you to do the work, man. I know that the spirit that you have in you belongs to me, and you're going to do the work. And you have no say for it, man. You know, you can't refuse to do the work, man. Okay? It's going to be in you. The spirit in you is going to tell you, I have to do it. That the spirit is fire. It's going to be a fire within you, man. Or else you're going to explode. You're going to start bugging out if you don't do the work, man. Or something might happen unto you. Might bring into mind Jonah. You bring into mind Jonah. What happened? He tried to escape from his duty, but the Lord slapped him up and brought him right back to where he had to go, man. He was in a whale's belly for 3 days, 3 nights. And what can you do but just think? In that time, that period, you actually meditate. You meditate on, why am I here? Because I disobeyed. And the only way that at one point he prayed, man. He was in the whale's belly praying that he could come back into when he got back into his right mind, he prayed. He asked for forgiveness, and then the Lord gave him back a chance to do the work, and he ran for it, man. You know. So basically, Galatians 1:6, and it reads, I marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you into grace of HaMashayach unto another gospel. Okay, that's pertaining to Israel, because Israel, bring that up. It says here, Romans 11:7, what then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for, which is the truth, which is salvation, but the election had obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Okay? Why were the rest blinded? It tells us in 2 Corinthians 4:3, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, because they are lost. All right? In whom the God of this world had blinded the mind of them which believe not. Okay, they're lost because first of all, they do not believe in these words, man. Stiff-necked and hard-hearted people, man. They do not believe. The 2/3 of Israel, they rather follow the devil in darkness than to follow Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in light. You know, the Lord put us in captivity. He put us all this hell to rain upon us because we disobeyed. But then the devil tells you you won't be able to go to the club, you won't be able to go to the restaurant if you don't take the jab. And now people are running to get it, so they can go on a trip, so they can go on a vacation, so they can go clubbing. You know. But what happens when you took the shot and then he puts the world back into lockdown? Joke's on you. Joke's on you, man. Because now you're in a trick bag. You see? So it tells us, which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of HaMashayach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine upon them. Okay? And here in the next verse it says, we preach not ourselves but HaMashayach Yahushai the Lord, and ourselves your servants for Yahushai HaMashayach's sake. Okay? So we do not preach ourselves, man. We preach the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We preach the proper doctrine, the correct doctrine. Because when it says you preach yourself, it's as if you came up with the doctrine. Because when you go to the theological cemeteries, it's not Yahweh Shai that you're preaching. You're preaching of yourself. You're preaching your own doctrine. You see, as it says, what then did the word come out of the word of the Most High came out of you, or came it only unto you? You see, these people don't get it, man. You see, and that's why we marvel, man. When it's all through the words, through the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The ones that He wants, He will have. No one will be able to pluck out of the hands of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai those that belong unto Him. You know, if it were possible, the elect will be deceived, but it's not possible, right? It also tells us, man, but the rest of the world, they're blinded, right? The devil got them, you know. You see, the demons are working. I think there might have been an accident or something. Regardless, back to the word. It reads, which is not another, but there is some that trouble you, and would pervert the gospel of HaMashayach. But though we or an angel from heaven preach another gospel unto you, that which is we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. As we have said before, so I say now again, if any man preach another gospel unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed. Okay? So that being said, if anyone comes up to you and preaches something else that is contrary to the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, yo, that person is dead. It's the dead man walking. All right? Right? You see, you have a woman teaching that's a dead person, man. A woman is suffer not a woman to teach. Right? You see, a lot of things that are going, you know, all these other doctrines, they push things that are adverse to the true word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, and that's why we have to turn back and follow the proper doctrine, right? Follow the men that have been set up by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to teach this word, man. Because not everyone is really sent of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You see, they call upon the name, but they weren't sent. And how do you know that they haven't been sent? It's because they do not have the proper doctrine. You have the image that comes into mind. The parable of the prophet. Not even a parable, it actually happened. The prophet that went out to do a mission, and the Lord told them, when you go out, go one way, and when you come back, go a different way. But don't stop to eat or to drink. Don't stop. Come right back, man. You do the mission and you come right back. And then he was deceived by another prophet that came and said, he said, if you another prophet pulled up on him and said, the Lord sent me to tell you to come eat with me. I'm a prophet too, you know, you can trust me. But hold on. Didn't the Lord told him not to stop, not to turn back, and to keep coming back, man? All right. So what does Peter say? It's better to obey Yahweh Hashem Yahushai rather we rather obey Yahweh Hashem Yahushai rather than men. All right. So that's exactly what's gonna happen, man. That's exactly what you should be doing, man. That's the mindset that you should have. You should be following Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to even unto death. All right. Okay. So that being said, I'm gonna have to close up. The brothers are here, so I'm gonna head out. All right. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. We seek for the teachers that were set up. We have them. By the Spirit, through the Spirit, we know that it's the men of GMS, who are pushing for the proper doctrine, starting with the elders, the apostles, and the bishop, and the men on down. All right. That being said, I like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, HaMashayach Kodash. Salutation to my elders, my teachers, the elders, apostle, and bishop of GMS, and salutation to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Come on.